Hello and welcome back to another La Liga video where this time I'm previewing Matchday 28 games that are gonna be played throughout the weekend and one game Barcelona-Girona on Monday. And yeah, here are the standings. Barcelona, they still lead the league with healthy point difference to Real Madrid and others follow. The battle for Champions League spots are quite interesting, and Elche still last in the league. But without further ado, the first match will be between Sevilla and Celta Vigo. That's going to be on at Friday and 9 p.m. local time. Sevilla, their best goal scorer is En-Nesyri. After matchday 27, his goal scoring, how many goals he has scored is 6. Whereas for Celta Vigo, the goals scoring chart leader is Iago Aspas with 12 goals. I'm not really sure if anyone's surprised about Celta Vigo's goal scoring leader Aspas, even though he's a bit older now, but he's still doing great for Celta Vigo. And let's see how this match will go. It probably has already been played when this goes live, but yes, I would expect Sevilla to maybe get 3 points. They need those points desperately, but it could also end up as a draw or a Celta Vigo win. Really, anything can happen. Then 2 p.m. on Saturday, so the earliest Saturday game will be between Osasuna and Elche. And for Osasuna, Jimmy Avila, the Argentinian striker, 7 goals. And the leading scorer for Osasuna, whereas for Elche, Peremilla with 6 goals. So I would expect Osasuna to come in with good spirits after that Copa del Rey final spot. And why not do better in La Liga as well? They haven't done that great in last month, so I would think that Osasuna could beat Elche, but if they are not careful, Elche could maybe get some points, because if some team is desperate to get points, that's Elche if they want to survive until next season. It's not looking likely right now, but they need to start winning, and now if they want to survive until next year. Then Espanyol and Athletic Bilbao will face at 4:15. So 16:15 p.m. Athletic Bilbao's top goal scorer is Oihan Sunset with 8 goals, whereas for Espanyol, they have Spanish striker called Joselu, and I'm surprised actually that he has scored 12 goals. I knew he was good goal scorer, but 12 goals this season is quite good for him. And Espanyol, maybe they could surprise here against Athletic Bilbao or Athletic Club, who have struggled at least in last month as many of these teams. And I would say Espanyol, because how the standings look, they need 3 points. So I wouldn't be that surprised if they would get at least 1 point, though. Athletic Club are a bit desperate as well, because they haven't done that great in last match days. So interesting game there. And as will be the next game between Real Sociedad and Getafe. Getafe, their best goal scorer is Enes Unal with 13 goals. So the Turkish striker really has been quite good for Getafe this year, and he's been a delightful player for them. Whereas for Real Sociedad in this 6:30 p.m. matchup, Sorlov is the best goal scorer for them with 9 goals. So I would maybe have expected, especially if it was last year, that Oyarzabal would maybe lead this, or someone else. But this year Sorlov has scored 9 goals. The Norwegian striker, he has done quite well, but Sociedad overall as a team in about last month and a half, they haven't done that great, and let's see if they could get it together in this match. And I wouldn't rule that one out, because Getafe, they really have struggled this year as well. So that's going to be an interesting match. And the last match that will be played is 9 p.m. and that's probably the one that I would recommend the most to watch. And that's between Real Madrid and Villarreal. Real Madrid, obviously, they beat Barcelona in Copa del Rey in 4-0 fashion, and they are getting into Copa del Rey final, but if they want to beat La Liga, they need some help from Barcelona. and they need to start to get points and especially wins. And Villarreal, it's not gonna be easy out Villarreal. They have played quite well in last couple match days, so yeah, it's gonna be intriguing game. And for Villarreal, the best goal scorer only with 6 goals, Gerard Moreno with 6. So yeah, that's probably part of the reason why Villarreal isn't higher up than 6th, which is not bad position, but they would want to be higher. If Moreno had scored something like 10 goals, they probably would be higher. But yeah, that's the case for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema, who else leads the goal scoring chart with 14 goals. I wouldn't rule out him scoring again in this match, but yeah, Real Madrid Villarreal probably the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Although there are some other matches as well, but yeah. Then Sunday games between beginning with Valladolid and Mallorca. That's going to be on at 2 p.m. And yeah, for Valladolid, their best goal scorers are actually tied with 5. Sergio Leon and Larin, the Canadian striker, both have 5 goals, but what's impressive for Larin is that he's been only there from January, so yeah, he's doing quite well with Valladolid. And whereas for Mallorca, Murigi is doing quite well, 10 goals, so yeah, I would think this match could possibly end up in a tie. Both teams need points, Valladolid maybe even more than Mallorca, but yeah, I would think this could maybe end up in a draw. Then Real Betis and Cadiz will face each other, and yeah, that's going to be on at 4:15. Borja Iglesias is the Betis leading goal scorer with 12 goals. He's having quite a good year, and I wouldn't rule out him scoring in this match as well. Whereas for Cadiz, the goal scoring struggles are real. Alex Fernandez and Lucas Perez, they both have scored 3 goals, so yeah, not ideal there. Let's see if they could one of the two or maybe both get to 4 goals in this match. I still probably would lean towards Real Betis win, but yeah, let's see how that match will go. Then Almeria will face Valencia. That's going to be on at 6:30, and yeah, Almeria, El Bilal Toure has been good for them. The striker has 6 goals, whereas for Valencia, their struggles continue because, well, Cavani and Kluivert, well, they are good players, but both have scored 5, and that's the leading number. So, yeah, ideally Valencia would want that number to be 8 or 9 goals, but yeah, it's really only 5 goals, and yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why Valencia isn't that high up in the standings this year. Then Rayo Vallecano and Atletico Madrid will face each other in the last match on Sunday, then one Monday game. But yeah, Rayo Vallecano, their best goal scorer is Isi Palazon, 6 goals. And for Atletico Madrid, bit surprisingly maybe to some people, but Alvaro Morata actually has the most goals as of now, 10 goals in La Liga. So yeah, Morata, he has been doing quite well for Atletico. And yeah, well, Griezmann isn't that far away in goal scoring chart for Atletico. I believe he has 9 or 8, but yeah, Morata, he has been quite solid for them this year, and 10 goals is, well, it's quite great for him, to be honest. So yeah, and it's great to see him scoring because, well, many people have maybe wrote him off already, but yeah, it's nice to see him scoring. And then the last game will be on at 9 p.m. Barcelona will face Girona, and yeah, in derby game. So let's see how this match will go. Barcelona's top goal scorer is one that scored couple goals in last match day. Robert Lewandowski, 17 goals, leads the whole La Liga with that number. Whereas for Girona, well, not exactly 17, but 7 goals. Christian Stuani, the experienced Uruguayan striker, leads the well, Girona team with 7 goals. But yeah, I would expect Barcelona probably to win this one, but yeah, they need to bounce back after that horrific Real Madrid loss in Copa del Rey. But yeah, what are your thoughts of these matches? Who do you think will win? What are your score predictions? And yeah, hit the like and subscribe for more La Liga and football content, and have a nice day.